What's going on, everyone? It's Keith again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Minecraft RTX. But before we jump right into it, there's a few housekeeping notes that I want to make very clear before we get too far into the game. One, Minecraft RTX is utilizing new physically based materials. So there's a resource pack, texture pack that goes along with this, other than just enabling ray tracing. Number two, DLSS 2.0. It's been implemented in this title, and we will be using it, and there'll be a little bit more on that on why here in just a moment, and it'll make a little bit more sense to you. Three, free maps will be available when the game goes live at 10 a.m. Central, somewhere along those lines, here in a few hours. From the time this video will go live, you'll be able to get into the beta for the Minecraft RTX, and there will be free worlds available for you to download and explore in real-time ray tracing. Number four, there will be guides available on how to convert your old worlds into the new ones if that's something you want to do. Number five, this is a beta. So this is very beta performance. So you're going to have to go in and activate the beta and get into it. Now, because of that, the performance is, again, beta. So we will be using, again, DLSS 2.0 in conjunction with the base RTX 2060. Originally had a 2080 Ti on the test bench, but we felt like this would be a much more interesting look if we ran the game with the entry-level RTX card. Now, what makes that important is this is ray traced everything. Reflections, shadows, lighting, and the entire engine is being path traced. There's no rasterization here. So with those bit of housekeeping out of the way, let's get into the game itself. So right here, this is me. If you ever want to find me and play with me, I'm very rarely ever on here. So I just want to show you the settings real quick. I'm out of the way. So you've got video, which is your normal video here. Then now you'll have advanced video. So you got fancy. You see here we got upscaling and DirectX ray tracing enabled. Now the ray tracing render distance goes up to 24 chunks, but anything over 8 is going to give you the little asterisk there warning you of performance issues. Again, very early. These are the default settings here with the upscaling enabled. Now DLSS 2.0 is listed here as upscaling. You only get on or off, and it's based on resolution. So we're at 1080p, we've got it turned on, and it's going to give us may have been quality style mode. I don't want to say just yet, I cannot recall. And you'll see in the top left hand corner I do have the frame rate counter going, and that's just for posterity, just to show you how the Founders Edition RTX 2060 handles this title. So let's go back to settings, and I thought this would be more interesting to show you in real time here. See, these are the worlds that we had going. We're going to use the color, light, and shadow world to kind of give you an idea. Now don't worry, I'm not going to be here the whole time. I'm just here so that you're not looking at just the loading screen. I mean, come on, let's be honest. What else would you want to look at right now? So again, this is beta. You'll see a bunch of notations across the top of the screen. Okay, so I disabled ray tracing because I wanted to start off with it how it looks without it. And I'm going to be on here just for a few more moments, and then I'll go away and you don't have to worry about seeing my mug. But this is where you load in, and now that my mouse reconnected, you can look around and you can see the world. There's it's like a glass floor. Anyway, there's different things. We're going to go around the room and we're going to look at the different things just for just for an example, because this is what we're doing here, is just seeing how it all runs, interacts, looks. So there is a hotkey. I'm really excited about that. So you can RTX on and off to your heart's desire while you're playing. So you can hit the, see here, the semicolon key, and it re-enables it. Boom, game instantly changes to full path tracing. You can see the reflections down there. You can see the translucent nature of the floor. One of my things that I really like about the reflections in this one is they are not mirror reflections. And what I mean is they're not just a perfectly crisp mirror copy. It looks like how it would reflect in, well, glass with stuff behind it that's acting. You can see the floor down there, or the ceiling lights. It's part of the new type of cubes that are in the game, the light cubes. So what I want to do here, you see it running at 60 FPS. I've found that we stay between 50 and 60 FPS with the RTX 2060, even in some of the most demanding scenes. But let's jump over here and go back to the settings, and I'm going to turn off DLSS so that you can see how it is without it. And you're going to see here that the performance hit is pretty intense. So we're down into the 30s without it, and well, there's a lot going on. So the RTX 2060 running this fully path traced at that rate is still not terrible, guys. In fact, this is actually running, compared to what I experienced at CES, I think this is running much better than what I had tried out back then. But let's go ahead and turn on the upscaling. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm going to get out of the way and we'll just focus on the game. So let's go to the first little world here. This is the global illumination zone. So the idea here is to show all of the lighting. You can see here it's off screen, but it's still showing up. You can see the different colors showing up there. This is really cool. Now, I haven't looked at all of this yet myself, so this is the first time that I'm looking at this particular level. So if anything kind of surprises us, we'll be surprised together. Let's see here. Set time to 100 to noon. Let's see. This is, you can see the light coming through, lighting up these different cubes, or the different lights, how it's interacting. Now again, remember the lighting, the shadows, the world, the global illumination. You can see the light bouncing around on the floor, how the color tones shift, change. And I know some people are like, Keith, this is Minecraft, shut up. Build your own lamp. Open. Oh, that's really cool. So you can go in here and do your own thing. Let's see. World's rendering in as we go. It's over there. If I bore you, I do apologize. You can clip. Okay, we go back right back to the lobby, and we're back in here. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's see what's going on. Let's see, this is underwater. So I've seen. That's interesting. Let's see, underwater. Okay, we can come back here to go back to the lobby. Oh look, fishy, fishy. Different materials on the floors. Now you can do this without using the new materials. Now it'll just be a normal world, if you will. I'll tell you what, after we go through all of these different demos, we'll go look at that. Let's see. Let's return to lobby. Let's look down here. Ooh, this is intense. Now you see it did drop into the 40s here, but we're talking about multiple paths. Look at the light bending as it's going through the water. It's giving like a curvature to the light. That's really cool. Then you come out of that, and of course, like I said, it goes back up. But there's a lot going on in there. So back to lobby. Let's see what else we got here. Light and color manipulation. Reset the puzzle. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Ooh. Okay, so I'm in the water. Great. That is not what I meant to do. I'm not trying to do all of the challenges here. I just want to go through it and look at all the different stuff. Ooh, light. What's that? Yeah, we'll play your game for just a moment. See what happens. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I am a terrible Minecrafter. Oh! Whoa! Ah, it reset. Okay. Back to the lobby. Let's go check out this last one. And then I'll load up just a normal world that I did and just kind of show you what that looks like. Set to noon. That's interesting. Ooh. A lot going on over here. Holy smokes. That's pretty cool looking. Now, what I want to do is take a room like this, and I haven't even done this yet. Let's do RTX on, RTX off. That's lame. Doesn't even look like the same world. Just to show you what a difference reflections, lighting, and everything can make. And I get it. Some people are going to look at it, Keith, it's not even lit up there. But That's just the different types of chunks, whatever you call them. I don't know. All right, back here. So that was really fun. Now, what I want to do is we're going to save and quit that, and we're going to go back here, and I'm just going to load up my world. So this is just a normal world. I haven't done anything here. So you've seen that kind of dressed up, but what does it look like in the normal game? So it looks like loading is what it looks like. Oh, Lord. It's nighttime. That doesn't do a whole lot. Well, here you go. This is what it looks like at night in the game. How cool is that? Hey, this little foxy. Are they gonna eat me, guys? Should I be worried? I feel like I should be worried. And here you go. You can see the lighting off inside caves. This is actually really nice. Not gonna lie. I hate that it's at nighttime. I don't know how to change the time of the day or anything. But you can see like the light reflecting right there in the water. You go underwater, it looks really cool. You see the light shafts coming through the water. This is creative mode, so I can do this. We can go up, get an idea how that looks all around. Anyway, you know what? I'd like to hear from you guys if you're a big Minecraft fan. What do you think of this? I know there are ray trace shaders out there. Those exist. I get it. But this is just, the whole game is just this way. And I've seen the performance of some of the shaders, and they're not exactly the greatest. And you can see here at 1080p with, of course, DLSS 2.0 running with the base RTX 2060. This is more than playable. It's a perfectly fun and enjoyable experience. I've actually played it quite a bit. Like I said, just playing in the normal game, running this over the past several days, and have really I have no complaints. Now, if you're going to 1440p, you're trying to do 4K, that's a whole different world. Your mileage may vary. I don't know that Minecraft is really a game that benefits from those ultra high resolutions, so play with it as you will. Is this something you're interested in? Is this something you want to know more about? You know, we've got it linked down in the article in the description, explaining things a little bit better, but hopefully by now you get an idea. Don't bark at me. Now, one last thing, if you made it this far, I want to know, do you want to see performance numbers for all of the RTX cards, or does this kind of satisfy you with what kind of performance you should expect? Either way, thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you in the next one.